Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, and welcome to our regular Sunday hangout. I'm going to turn this heater off. If I can reach it with my foot. There we go. Sorted. Yes, welcome. If you are new to the channel, and again, we've had a big lump of subs come in. A lump of subs. I don't know if
that's a collective.
That's a collective noun for subs. So yeah, welcome. We like to go live every Sunday, 8 o'clock, just to hang out with you guys and share what's been going on in our little world.
Yes. I see Kay Taylor's there, and Kay, I think it's Kay that bought something from me today. Cardigan, I think so. Yes.
Oh, thanks, Kay, if you bought from our store. Appreciate that. We do have a lot of shout outs and thank yous, but we wanted to start with a little story. You'll have seen in the title.
Is it Jack and Rory?
Yeah, it's a bit like Jack and Rory.
Well, you know, I mean, this is like the highlight of our week. Probably the highlight of lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown stories. We went on a road trip. Ooh, are you allowed to? Well, we kind of built it into our daily walk because yesterday I received out of the blue a phone call from a complete stranger who had found a parcel in their neighbour's front garden. When I say parcel, it wasn't a small parcel. It's 5 foot long and about 3 foot wide, right? And it had the correct address on it, which is our address here in Hitchin. But it was dumped in somebody's front garden in a village 7 miles away. Now, the road name was like Church Street or something.
Yeah.
Not even remotely similar.
Not even the same number.
No, postcode was nowhere near. So we have no idea what happened. But not only was it just dumped in the middle of nowhere, it was left in a garden through a storm. The bag, the rolls of bubble wrap in was ripped, so it filled up with water. When I picked it up, the bubble wrap was just sloshing around in about a gallon of water, so it's waterlogged and unusable pretty much. So I cannot fathom how that happened.
I've got a theory. I think that he was delivering in that road and took the bubble wrap out of his van or whatever because it's so big to get to whatever he needed and forgot to put it back in. That's my theory.
Well, on that note, maybe, but as Aaron says, yeah, of course it rained, while it's sat outside. And people were asking at the beginning of the chat I saw, was it Hermes? Kim said there it wouldn't be Hermes, but it wasn't Hermes. It's actually, I wrote it down, Tufnell's Parcels was the courier, and I've tried to use the tracking that was on the parcel to see if they've actually claimed they've delivered it, and there's no tracking. The tracking's not bringing back anything. Now, we haven't contacted the seller yet, but I don't know how I'm going to dry this out. Every layer of it has got water seeped right through it. It's just wringing wet. So I want another lot sent out, but it's not the seller's fault, it's the courier's fault, clearly.
Yeah, I know.
But how? But going back to
annoying on both sides for us and for the seller.
Shocking. Now, your theory is that maybe he got that out of the van, delivered something, and forgot to put it back in.
Yeah.
It's nearly as tall as me. What, you're gonna forget that sat in the road? Or
if he was daydreaming, he might just have forgotten, got back in the van and gone off.
Maybe. But then also, it was apparently found in the neighbour's front garden. Where we picked it up from wasn't where it was found. That was for the guy who messaged me, said I'll leave it outside my house. It was found in his neighbour's front garden. Yeah. Which gave me the impression it would have been chucked in there, kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, so we try and go on a walk every day if we can, and we built that into our walk. So we drove out there.
Yeah, this was the bonus of it, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, and we found a really nice walk in a village near, well, I say near, 7 miles away. And we had a really nice walk, but yeah, I was pretty livid about the scenario with the bubble wrap.
But yeah, I mean, like we say, I mean that's not a great thing, but it came with a bonus. We got a trip out and we saw a bit of a place I don't think we've ever been there actually.
Lovely village.
It was really pretty, and had a lovely walk and just had a change of scenery.
Yeah. So
Which is lovely.
that's our courier story. I thought it was worth sharing. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's some bubble wrap. Hopefully they'll replace it because this is just waterlogged. I don't know how I'm supposed to dry this out. But no, it wasn't Yodel, ADR Richard. No, as I said, if you do want to avoid them, it's Tufnell's Parcels. I've never used them, never really heard of them.
I've never heard of them, I have to say.
Anyway, so as I said at the beginning, we've got a bunch of shout outs and thank yous to do. I'm just going to say a few hellos. Lucy T was first in, but I can't get back that far. Hi, Adrian. Peter, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy Peter birthday.
Happy Peter. I think it's actually today, isn't it?
Is it today?
I think so.
It feels like it's been going on a week.
Yeah, right.
But then,
Yeah. Now, Peter's turned 30. So, congratulations.
You don't look it, I have to say.
No.
So, yeah.
Jason.
Still looking very youthful.
Christine, Laurel, Aaron is there. Kim. Oh, that's not Kim, that's Victoria. Kim. There's Alan Chelsea, who's received his Trent chart from Edward. He messaged me to let me know. I passed that on to Edward, and he's over the moon that you're happy with it. So that's all good. Simon, lots and lots of people. Alice there. Hi, everyone. First time I think I've been waiting for Nick and Andrea. Yeah, there was lots of people in waiting. We've got 467 in at the minute. Wow. So a few shout outs. Now, the first one, we forgot to mention this last week. So, Andy, if you're watching, apologies. This has been here over a week.
Don't adjust your screens.
We received.
It's quite shocking.
We received a parcel. This one wasn't left in a random stranger's garden, thankfully, in the rain. And it's come from a chap called Andy. And we were quite surprised because there's not only one puzzle. This is the puzzle.
Hang on.
With our faces on it. I think that he must have found that on Facebook. I think
that is our profile picture on Facebook.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Well, it would be a lot cooler if it didn't have our faces on it.
Yeah, we appreciate the thought, but this one is just mad.
This one?
Completely mad.
It's not a double-sided puzzle. There's two puzzles here. This one is the crazy black and white cube that we sell with our faces in the middle.
Again, much better without our faces.
And our little Hills Are Alive logo on it as well.
Oh, come on.
We haven't dared take these apart yet, Andy, and then try and put them back together. But our table is currently...
Yeah, it's got a Christmas puzzle on it at the moment. That's what Ellen's doing.
Ellen's doing a puzzle currently. So maybe when she's finished that, we'll attempt one of these.
Yeah, I don't think Ellen will want to do that.
So that is very funny.
Yeah.
I think
it gave us a laugh. It's a really fun thought. And
I think maybe...
Yeah, us blown up to that extent. I don't want to see it.
When we opened it, we were like... Whoa! What? It's just it's not what you expect to open on a Wednesday afternoon or whenever it was. So yeah. Oh, did you highlight a super?
Yeah, we've had a super chat from my crazy family. Hi, thank you very much. Said first time watching, found out about you from a woman chatting about you in Tesco. How weird.
I want to know more. That's strange. Were they talking about some mad guy who came into Tesco's and bought all of their sellotape?
Yeah.
I tell you what, funnily enough, I dropped off post on Friday. You may have seen in our videos. We do all our post at home. We stick the labels on. We drop off at our local post office, and they're perfectly happy with that arrangement. I time it now so I get there when the van turns up, so I don't have to queue up and drop it off in the post office. I hand it direct to the postman. Social distancing as I go, and we had a bit of a conversation from across the road, and he was asking what I do, and I explained, and then he said, "Oh, I do a bit of that. I go to car boot sales and I pick up stuff, to supplement my Royal Mail salary." And I said, "Oh, I make videos about doing exactly that." So he was going off home to Google me or to search on YouTube. So if you're watching, I didn't get the postie's name, but yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
So thank yous. Where do we begin? So that was the present we received, which really made us laugh and made our day. So thank you so much for that, Andy. And also we received a card. I don't know if Ashley's in. When when we did the charity weekend, which is now 2 weeks ago, or was it more? 2 weekends ago. Ashley really got involved and donated a lot and donated some items and stuff. We ended up with one of her items from the swap shop thing, and we swapped a cube.
Of her items from the swap shop thing.
And Ashley sent us a lovely thank you card. So that's really appreciated. Thank you for that. And I'm going to do some speed shout outs.
Short time, yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so Peter wanted to shout out, and he has a channel called The Reseller Kid, all as one word. I don't know if he's in tonight, but please go and check that out if you can. All as one word, The Reseller Kid. I think he's like 14, 15, and he's trying to encourage kids to get involved in this. So yeah, go and check that out if you can. Daniel, who has bought 2 cubes. Now, sadly, we sent a cube to Daniel and it never arrived. And it's been, I think it's 4 weeks. It's from when we first got the cubes. So we apologise profusely and refunded that one.
There he is.
Oh, he's there. There you go. No, missed it. There it is. Yeah, there you go. So spelt like that. Go and check the channel out if you could. So we had to refund that. It's just got lost in the system. But he ordered 2 more and we sent those out. So hopefully they will actually turn up this time. And if the first one turns up, just gift it to someone or keep it yourself. Yeah, that's fine. Louise bought some kids' books off us. Thank you so much. Kath Palmer's birthday.
Yeah, it was Kath Palmer. I can't speak tonight. It was Kath Palmer's birthday last week as well. So happy birthday to Kath. And
that's Kath who's injured, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What happened? A dog ran into her?
A lurcher went at her full pelt, knocked her off her feet, and she's broken her knee and a tibia.
Ow.
In a cast from top of her leg to ankle.
Oh, that's
not good. Not good at all.
And then I need to give a shout out to Ben and Natalia. Natalia, who is Polish apparently, and they watch. So, yep, good to see you. Thanks for the message.
Yeah. Hi, Julie. Julie's just.
Then I've got another Dan who bought a cube. Wanted to shout out. Hi, Patrick, who bought a cube. Hello. The jigsaws we've done. Ashley's card we've done. Simon also bought a cube and sent a message, and Jordan as well. Ian, who bought, I sent out offers. I sent some really deep discount offers on some old sticky stock, and Ian bought a load of Wi-Fi remote switch things. I'm not quite sure what they are, but thanks, Ian. And Emmy bought a dress of yours, sent a message with it. And finally,
should have said that.
What?
I don't know if anyway, shush.
What? Emmy? Oh, I don't know. Was that a secret? Was that?
I don't know.
Finally,
I don't know if it was a secret or if Julie knew.
Oh well, it's out there.
No,
now.
not Julie. Joe. Sorry, I'm looking at Julie. Joe might be.
Finally, Tapman Dan the Tapman wanted a shout out. So hi Dan. If I forgot you and you sent a message, I can only apologise. We were drowning in messages, more so than usual this week. But thanks to anyone who did choose to go through to our store and purchase from us. It is really appreciated. Whew.
Can I just quickly say something? We got some. I think you bought some soap from Simon Mitchell that you've done a chat with a few times. He's got a company now where they make handmade soaps. It's called Green Laurels, is it? And you can find them on Instagram. And yeah, we've been using it. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good soap actually. I'll try and remember to link Simon's store below.
Make a note to yourself, you'll forget.
I will forget. I'll add it to the heap of notes I've got all over my desk, shall I? Yeah.
But yes, if anyone needs soap, it's very nice. I can highly recommend it.
Oh, Daniel's looking at our store now. Yeah, we haven't listed a great deal more on there this week. And the stuff I listed was flying out this week. It was just, it's great. What was I making a note of? Oh yeah, Simon's store. Yes. Simon's soap store.
Link.
Yes. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, we haven't really been on top of the game with listing. Been doing more drafting than.
You've drafted
live. So.
I'm going to put,
kind of drip feeding things on at the moment.
I'm going to have a bit of a push next week. Stock in here is actually really low. It doesn't look it because everything's in a bit of a mess. I want to go through and list a load of stuff next week and clear the shelves and move down the next batch from the loft. The next batch is going to be a big batch. It's going to be all of the car parts that are left. So my mission for next week is to really push listing what is left on the shelves in here. The first 2 bays are pretty much all listed, and the end bays are, so I've only really got about 4 bays worth, and it's really, there's not much here when you look at it. It's really sparse. And a lot of this is all my records that I've been buying recently, piles of vinyl. So yeah, that's my mission for next week.
Yeah. Is this Alan Owen, as in we used to work with Alan Owen? Can't see from the photo.
Ow, just whacked my elbow trying to look at Alan's tiny picture. It looks like it might be. Is that Alan from Virgin?
If it is you, Alan from Virgin, then hello.
Hi,
yes, we're doing well. Hope you are too.
Yeah, if that is Alan, we used to work in Virgin together with a great bunch of people.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Adrian, Alan, Helen, Mel.
Yes, our price in Virgin. Thought it was you.
There you go.
I've got my glasses on, but you're still tiny.
Excellent. Yeah, good to see you. Nick and hold on. Pleasant Valley Pickers in. Hi, good to see you. Nick and Andrea running out of stock. I know, right? Well, I didn't actually say that, did I? I didn't quite say that.
Running lower.
You've all seen the inside of our loft.
I've got plenty of clothes you can be listing.
And if it comes to it, I'll start listing Andrea's stock. That's more of an issue, I think. My stuff is just, I'm listing it, it's flying, it's amazing. And as for Henry's, both those little guys went within a couple of hours. They're the last 2. I've got one that it has some issues that people pointed out in that video. Thank you very much for all the messages in that video.
Kay says, is there a quiz after this? A friend wants to know. No, we do our quiz on a Monday night now on our Let's Get Quizzical channel. Yeah. So that's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And the channel's called Let's Get Quizzical. Yeah, the link for the quiz channel is below. We've actually just finished the latest league, so it's a good time to jump in and get involved. Jane Salis somehow beat Peter, the vinegar jar, who I saw was in, by 1 point. On the final game, she won the last quiz and beat Peter by 1 point. So well done, Jane. I don't know if Jane's in this evening. We've got another super chat there from Closet Geek Reselling UK. Resellers live poker game? Well, I'd get involved if someone wants to set it up. I have a Poker Stars account. You can arrange home games on there, which I normally play in a live league, as many of you are aware, which I have won for the last 2 years. We're trying very hard to put his very large trophy on our small shelves, and I keep telling you to go away. We've already got 2 poker trophies on the shelves, and this one won't fit. And I've got lovely bookshelves. I don't want poker trophies all over them. You say my trophy's too big, dear? Yes. But yeah, anyway, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, appreciate the super chat. And if you want to arrange something, I'm sure there's a few of us who would. I'd certainly play. And thank you, Bernie, for your super chat. Bernie's Bootlegs says, American viewer reporting in, keep it up. Thank you. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, hi, America. Bernie. Thanks for watching from over the pond. So, yeah, I mean, how is everyone coping with lockdown? I've been getting kind of real Groundhog Day feelings. I don't know what day it is. I have to ask myself several times most days, what day of the week actually is it? Because they're all merging into one, right? Totally. And hang on, it's Shirley's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Shirley. Shirley's in. I do like watching Shirley's little live stream. She's so calming and just relaxing to watch. She's lovely. Oh, Josh. That's it. Now, for those if you're watching and you've gone to our store, and on our store page we have a little, you can kind of describe your eBay shop, and we've changed it recently, but it did say we sell an eclectic mix of items, and I think it said we sell a mix of eclectic items. That's how I'd worded it. Oh, okay. So people were mistaking it and thinking that it should say a mix of electric items. Well, we do sell some electric items, but not everything we sell is electrical. Yeah, so I've now changed the wording around. So now it says we sell an eclectic mix of items, I think, which hopefully
Won't confuse people.
will make more sense.
But we've had, I don't know, 4 or 5 people message us through eBay and saying,
I appreciate people's concern and wanting to be helpful, but
yeah, hi Nick and Andrea. I think you meant electric items, and we're like,
it's not
no, we
electric,
didn't.
It's eclectic.
Yeah, it did make us laugh, but we've changed it now to avoid any confusion, hopefully.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know how you're coping in lockdown. There's Jane, who is current Let's Get Quizzical champion. And I was going to say, going on to that, we will be live on the quiz channel tomorrow at 8, right? For the start of the next league. So everybody has no points again. So it's a good time. If you didn't get involved in the last league, the link is below. We'll see you there 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Tom Curry, Tax Shack, says, are you able to source? We haven't really needed to, luckily. But no, well, obviously can't source in normal ways. But I think there are people that are buying online, aren't there?
People are buying through eBay.
Yeah.
We were lucky in one way that we had arranged the deal of cubes before lockdown even started, and that arrived. You'll have seen.
Yeah.
The first week we were all put into lockdown, that arrived and gave us that to get busy with. So that worked out for us.
And luckily we squirreled away quite a lot of stock over the months. So.
We've got a few items in the loft. And thankfully, not all joking aside, that has really paid dividends for us and the likes of Tom, who you think we hoard. Tom is next level, and then next level again is Edward.
Tom's doing really well with his listing.
Tom's knocking it out the park. Yeah. And Edward, who I chat to regularly, good friend of ours, you may have seen in his recent videos on his channel, is just digging through his garage and his outbuildings that are just full of antiques, because he's obviously an antique dealer. And the stuff he's pulling out is like, it's just so much fun to see what he's finding, because he doesn't know what's in there. And he's readily admitting, like, I don't even remember buying this stuff. So, yeah.
So it's time for Matt Walker's shout out of the week. So he says, hi, Nick and Andrea. Hope you're well. Could you say hi to my wife, please? Hi, Jem.
Hi, Jem.
We are just relaxing after a long walk. Have you noticed a lot of people getting rid of items for free outside their houses at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a little girl just down the road get rid of some of her books and games and stuff, and Nick was going to go and have a look, and I went, don't touch it, because I'm so paranoid right now. I'm like,
Andrew won't let me touch anything.
Dare touch it.
She won't let me touch anything while we're out. I go out to do the bins, and I just drop something in our bin, and it's full on.
And I'm meeting him with the hand sanitizer.
Full on spray me down when I come back in. But yes, we saw another store when we were out trying to find our courier delivery that had gone astray in that village. Yeah, it's really nice. Mostly we've seen kids putting out toys and games for other kids, which is kind of cool.
Hello, Rory. It says, hi, Nick and Andrea. Love the channel. Just wondering, do you buy on eBay to resell too?
Yes, I do. Yeah, you don't tend to.
I don't really know, but you have done.
There's a couple of videos actually about some of the techniques, and I want to do another one coming up soon, hopefully, if I can fit it in again, about sniping tools, which make buying on eBay so much easier and more effective using a website. The one I used to use is closed down, but I use another website now. So I'm going to make another video, hopefully coming up soon, explaining the benefits of using bidding tools if you're going to try and win stuff on eBay. Yeah.
And then can we give a shout out to his sons, Lachlan and Fraser? So hello, Lachlan and Fraser.
Hi, Lachlan and Fraser. Very cool names.
They are.
They're Scottish by the sound of it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, Adrian's saying lockdown is my new normal. I think it's been long enough now that we're all kind of institutionalized. This is our new normal. This is life now. And life before lockdown feels a long time ago, doesn't it? And what it's going to be like after, we really don't know.
You were saying earlier, it's like Groundhog Day at the moment. Every day is the same. And I'm trying to kind of vary weekends, like do something different. I planned to do something. Yesterday we had a Harry Potter day, watched a couple of the films and did a couple of activities. I made some potion soup with Ellen. And Nick was like, "How old are you, 5?" Yes.
Oh, I had to be sorted as part of the day. I had to be sorted into a house on some website you found.
Yeah, on Pottermore.
Is that an official site?
Yeah.
Is it? So yeah, in the chat, what house do you reckon I'm in? Right.
I was just going to
tap point to the person who gets the house I'm in first. Right. We haven't done a tap point for ages. In the chat.
I was just going to read out Kay. Says, "Evening, everyone. Running out of stock and question, when are you doing the next versus with Steve and Steph, because I love those."
Okay.
Don't know, actually. Do you? Have you spoken to them?
No.
I was speaking to Steph on YouTube, but not about that.
Yeah, running out of stock. A lot of people are, and we do appreciate the position we're in, and we are lucky to have a backlog.
Have we missed any more?
No, I don't think so.
Just checking.
But yeah, Steve and Steph, we're due to be on their channel. I'll message them tonight if I remember. See if we can set up a date. Yeah, Steve and Steph are doing well. They're still on lockdown in California, putting out loads of content. If you don't follow them, you should do. They're hilarious.
Yeah, so there's a super chat there from Reseller Kid, who we were talking about.
Thanks for the shout out. Got any tips to help me? Shout out is fine. Tips. Well, if you're talking about YouTube, do it because you enjoy it. Don't expect things to happen overnight. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah. Remember, I mean, our channel may look big, but we've been doing it constantly for 6 years, putting out 2 or 3 videos every week for 6 years to get here. I'm not saying you won't be able to build quicker than that, but don't expect something to happen quickly. So if you enjoy the process, that's the main thing, I would say.
I know, I'm aware we have another super chat, but I just want to read out Leslie's comment. It says, "I'm a carer back 1 week after having COVID. Oh my God, I'm so tired in bed watching you guys, and keep safe." Oh, goodness. Well, you're amazing. You know, my cousin's a carer as well, and we've got nurses in the family, and amazing. And so sorry that you've suffered with it, and hope you're starting to feel a bit better.
Well, I'm just glad you came out the other side. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we, as Andrea said, we've got nurses in the family, and I can't help but worry with one in particular who's frontline nurse in central London, dealing with patients on a daily basis. I can't imagine what her days are like, dealing with it head on. So yeah, hats off to you.
So it's Bernie again. Hello, Bernie. Thank you. To be honest, I'm adjusted. I haven't thought about the virus in weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm. If I'm safe in the house, I can relax a bit. But it's when we go out of the house that I start getting stressy.
Yeah, I try and rationalise it for you, don't I?
Yeah, you try.
And you just go off on an anxiety attack.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are suffering with that at the moment, and you know, I'm certainly concerned what's going to happen as we start to ease back into the real world again, because it hasn't gone away. It's still there. You know, like 600 people died yesterday, and it's just
Toysaurus loves lockdown, misses sourcing. Interesting. Pete says, what will be weird is when this finishes and we are allowed to mingle. It will feel strange, won't it?
Yeah.
To actually get back to normality in your head will take a lot longer, that I think.
Yeah.
And I don't think true normal is going to happen for a long time. I mean, big events surely aren't going to, you know, gigs and stuff.
I know. Well, I had one booked, didn't I, just for my birthday, which I'm probably not going to get to go to. So
yeah, let's see if anyone was guessing. Did I miss the response to? Did anyone guess what house I'm in? I don't think anyone did. I can't see. There's so much chat. I can't see where it was.
There's loads of questions.
Oh my goodness. Where was the? Did anyone reply to that? Here we go. Right. Hufflepuff.
Ravenclaw.
I sent. Oh right. So we were there. Right. So I wasn't sorted into Slytherin. The doghouse. Quite apt, but no, not Hufflepuff. That's what you are, isn't
I'm
it?
a Hufflepuff.
You're
yeah.
a Hufflepuff.
Becca says I'm the most Hufflepuff person she knows.
Okay. I wasn't Ravenclaw. No.
Ellen's Ravenclaw.
What? Aid? What? No, it wasn't Ravenclaw. What? Nobody's getting it. Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. The poker
so funny
house.
how many people think you're Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. No one's going to get it.
Chatting
There we. Look. Hey.
Yeah.
I was Gryffindor.
It's even wearing the colours.
Wearing my new house colours. Yeah, that's right. That's how I roll. It's the joy in the picking I miss. Yeah, I'm missing walking around a car boot sale on a sunny day, getting that buzz from finding something cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm missing. Yeah,
it's been long enough now that I'm really starting to miss stuff. I mean, I'm very content and happy being at home. It's part of the reason why we choose to work at home, isn't it? It's, we're happy here. But it's been long enough now that I'm beginning to really miss people, really miss doing things that we love doing. And yeah. But one realization I think I've had is that I don't go out enough. So many other people are really struggling with being at home. And I'm like, I don't think I get out enough. I think after lockdown, I really need to make a concerted effort to do more with my life.
I think we'll definitely continue walking. When we were trying to build that into our days anyway, weren't we? Walking more. So, she's just lost the cardigan to her 103-year-old great nan. I showed her what I was buying, and she said, "I'm having that." And what else have they got?
Oh wow!
Is that the cardigan that we?
Yeah.
Is that already gone, or are we shipping that tomorrow?
That's what Kay's bought.
Is that gone then already?
No, she bought it today.
Ah, okay, right, good stuff. Okay, a lot of people are thinking I was Slytherin. What are you trying to say? Aren't they the dark side people? Okay, let's take some questions.
Sorry if we're not managing to answer all of your questions. There's a lot of chat and obviously trying to get through as much as we can.
Hey Ken, do you think we've seen the end of car boots and a subsequent increase in yard sales and garage sale trails?
I did feel for a while that we were shifting in that direction.
I would love that. And I was actually talking, we had a family chat, as a lot of us are, on Zoom earlier today, and we were actually talking about the fact that boot sales are pretty much out of the question for this year. But yard sale trails, where it's just one individual stall at each house, isn't a social gathering. Obviously, you'd have to social distance a bit at the stall, but that would work.
You're still sort of touching people's stuff, and people might not want to be doing that right now. I don't know.
But that's a way to slowly come out of it.
Take money from people and
it's not perfect, but once restrictions are lifted,
I don't think yet. I think
no, not yet. We're not out of it yet, are we? We're still under.
No, I know, but what I mean is, I don't think that. I think it'll be a long while before people are comfortable to do that sort of thing again.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe that it will push people towards more yard sales. And we've been saying for quite a while we want to organise one in Hitchin, in our town here.
We say a lot of things that we don't get around to doing.
they do one in Letchworth, which is a town just up the road. They do one in Codicott, a village near here, one in Welling Garden City. And they're great.
If this experience has taught us anything, then maybe it is that we just need to do it, don't we? We just need to stop talking about stuff and just do it. Make it happen.
Yes, I'm a firm believer of the power of saying yes. And the charity weekend was just us going, yes, let's try this and see if anyone's interested. And it just went
happen, and it was amazing.
Fast Reselling. Hi again. It's like life in general. Don't expect things to happen quickly. Yeah, I think that's when we were talking about building a channel. Yeah,
if
for
anyone
sure.
missed anything of the reseller festival weekend that we did to fundraise for British Red Cross, I've made a playlist for it, so you can find, I think I put the link for it on the Facebook page, and yeah, we've got a playlist for that, so you can go and have a look, see what videos you want to watch or what ones you've missed.
Question: have you tried getting stock from Facebook? Recently, no. I've not even been looking. I've been really focusing on what we have and using this as a chance to clear the backlog, which I have not done for seriously 20 years. Since we started dabbling, even when I was doing it as a hobby, which was late 90s, I've always had a backlog. I've never had everything listed ever. And since we went full time, which was 2002, we've had a massive backlog the entire time, haven't we? So I'd really like to get to that point if I can, or near enough. So I haven't been sourcing, but I have used Facebook before lockdown and had very mixed results with it. I found a couple of gems, found some really nice stereo equipment, but I don't tend to use it. However, you may have seen I chatted with Ken Skeets the other day. Had a really interesting chat. He's based in Australia and has gone into media in a massive way. And he is sourcing almost exclusively from Facebook. So he's using that to his advantage, but he's in a big metropolitan area. So, you know, massive amount of people in a small space. So I think perhaps the pickings for him are richer than it is for us here.
Yeah, I think it's similar with like Gumtree. Some areas are really great and others are not so much.
Yeah. Hi, Martha. If you were starting from scratch today and had only 500 to invest, what would you buy to sell? What would you buy to sell? I think we'd probably go to boot sales and just be a bit more selective than we currently are, and just buy the perhaps higher margin stuff. But I don't think we'd particularly think we're going to go out looking for X or Y. We'd just go out and buy.
We never do anyway. That's not how we source.
No. I think we'd pretty much do it the same, but perhaps lean, if we could, to the higher margin stuff and leave the lower margin stuff behind. But I never find that easy. I know, it's an interesting question. Present Valley Picker says, anyone who thinks things will be normal again soon is not paying attention. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping in, Dinah Stone. Yes, we're fine, thanks. Hope you are too. How do people who live in terraced houses who don't have garages do a garage sale? Just put a little table out the front.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a few in terms of, you know, being customers walking around, and a lot of people don't have like a front garden or anything or garage. They just literally put a table outside their front door.
to a point where one stall in a village we go to, they're on the high street. Their front door opens to the path, and they've got a bus stop outside their house. They'd set the stall up in the bus stop.
That was because it was raining a bit as well.
Yeah. and also just put a table outside their front door is what they did. Yeah, people are quite creative. Okay, let's see if we've got any more questions we can touch on. Oh, it's just jumped. Where was I? Don't know. Hey, Paul. I've been using Royal Mail business account. Went to claim for the loss. They told me there's no compensation for loss on RM48. Have you experienced this with Royal Mail? Interesting. I've not had to claim since using RM48, which we use for most of our stuff. So that's interesting. I wasn't aware. But yeah, touch wood. Thankfully, we've not had to chase a claim up, have we? Or make one.
No, we have had a couple of things go missing recently, though, or they've been hugely delayed and
it's more
having to refund.
Yeah, we're having issues right now with things not turning up within the allotted time because of the backlog in certain parts of the UK. When other stuff is getting there in record time, it's really weird.
Yeah, no, it's strange. I think it's different areas are struggling more than others.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's to be expected. Right, let's find some questions. How are we doing for time? We've got 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there have been plenty of questions, but we've been missing. If you pop down to the bottom there, we've got a super chat.
Oh, okay. Right, I'll try and come back to questions if we've missed any. That one.
Yeah. That's Toys Off Boys. Hello. Thank you very much for the super chat. Super late, have to run out. Sending love. Well, sending love back to you too. And thank you for that.
Thank you so much. That is so appreciated. Thanks for popping by. See Flux while I see it there says, I always find Facebook can be hit and miss. Some days you can find the deal of a lifetime. However, some days there's nothing. Yeah, that's just how it is, isn't it? It's like any sourcing. You have to put the hours in. You can't turn up at one charity shop and expect to find that golden nugget. You have to go to maybe 20 to find the decent stuff. It's the same with boot sales. You can't go to a handful of stalls and think you're going to find enough to keep you going. No, exactly. You have to go around the whole thing maybe twice and then go to another boot sale and put the legwork in. None of us find shelves full of stuff easily. It all takes a lot of work. Did you want to read that one out? Yeah.
A-listers said, in every video I watch, I see the big briefcase behind you. What's in it, or is it for sale?
I keep meaning to list it. This will be going on next week in my push to clear the shelves. It's kind of, what would you call it? An attaché case? Is that the term for this? It's very nice. Kind of like a documents case, really.
Yeah, like a business briefcase.
Yeah. I'd imagine a lawyer or a solicitor maybe.
Yeah, somebody with a lot of paperwork to carry around with them.
Yeah, it's got lockable, like a numerical locks on it. It's leather from what you can see. Hoping it's set to 0, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what it's worth, but I reckon it's going to have some pretty good value.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, that'll be going on next week. I plan to do a video perhaps tomorrow, just going around the office, picking off stuff like this that for whatever reason I've just been avoiding listing. If you're interested in it, yeah, find me on Facebook and throw me an offer.
Where are we? This one. Metal Detecting says, I had a briefcase like that when I was a sales rep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a really nice thing. Really well made. I don't think it's been used.
Oh, cool, Lewis. Thank you.
Hi, Nick and Andrea. Thanks for the offer on the vintage shirt. Oh, have you been sending offers?
Yeah.
Nice. We've been using, I mentioned in a recent vlog, we've been using the sending out offers consistently on a daily basis. And it's become an integral part of our business. It really has, and it works. So try it out if you haven't. And quite often I'm not sending big discounts. It's just giving the person a nudge, because that email arrives or that notification arrives on their phone, even if it's only £1 off or 50p off a low value item. It's enough sometimes to just put them in that mindset of, oh, I was looking at that the other day. Oh, yeah, it's worth sending out the offers, even if you can only afford, if your margins are small and you can only send a little offer. Don't dismiss it. Send it.
I mean, you're getting offers for your briefcase.
I'll make an offer on the case. Okay, yeah, message me. That's fine.
But then Monza's just said £20 for it.
I haven't looked in. Honestly not even looked it up. I don't know if it's worth a lot more than that. I would imagine it is probably worth considerably more than 20 because it's real leather. I think that's not clever, is it?
No. Oh, no. Just get dust up your nose now. You'll be sneezing.
I'm going to start sneezing in a minute.
Eyes streaming. Deb says clerk to council brief.
Clerk to council brief. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it does feel like a legal person's box.
Deb says that she's a lawyer, so definitely council.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I should think that's got a fair bit of value.
Sorry.
There's
oh yeah, it's quite dusty. It's going to need a dust over before you sell it.
I gave 50p off for a watcher that had been watching the item for a few months, and they snatched it up in 20 minutes. Yeah. There you go. You see, it's just triggering somebody's thought process of, oh yeah, I was looking at that, or oh, I did think I wanted one of them. Yeah, it works. But then again, I've also been sending out on really slow sticky offers, items, some really deep discount in the last couple of weeks to move some old stock, and that worked as well. Like the item that Ian kindly bought from us. I think that was on at 45, and I sent an offer out at 30, which is a huge discount. But it was something that I had been sat on for months, and I really just wanted to move it. So I've been using offers to clear stuff as well. Why not? Where were we? Deb says, why not do a live auction with your goods and people pay by PayPal straight away? We've only ever tried that to raise money for charities. It's not something we've got an intention of doing for our own stuff, but it is possible. I don't know.
It feels a bit funny, doesn't it?
It would feel a bit odd. We really enjoy doing that to raise money for charity.
This is more of, us going live on a Sunday is more sort of a chit chat time, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. But there are people who do that. There's a channel that you follow in America, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two ladies. Who are they?
The Reselling Life. Is that what they're called? I'm doubting myself now.
No, Recycled Life.
Recycled Life. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. That was definitely.
They use their social media, YouTube and Instagram and stuff to sell the stuff they find when they're thrifting, and that works really well for them. Spice Salon. I've got a similar case. I've been waiting for Nick to sell, so I don't really have to do any research. Right? Okay. Well, it'll be on next week.
There you
go. Okay.
Oh, that's a nice message from Jennifer.
Auction it off now. I don't want to auction it off now. I don't know what I've got really.
Thank you, Jennifer. That's a lovely message.
Oh wow, thank you. Thanks, Jennifer. No, it's not another auction, Georgina. That case is way too small for Nick's money. Did you see my question? No, I missed it. Hang on, let's see if I can find it. Is it James Martin? I'm looking for a red thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, how long ago was it? Or was that it?
Yes. Oh.
Can you do a proper pucking orders video? I don't know. I don't really plan videos. It's all about how organized I get when I've got a lot of picking to do, and whether I can get the GoPro charged, clear out the memory card, get everything set up. I have to be in the right frame of mind as well. It all looks probably very easy to set up and film. It's a lot of kind of hoops to jump through, and if I'm not in the right frame of mind, it doesn't happen. But I am trying to do more shorter, easier to film and easy to edit videos. Whether that will include more picking orders ones, I don't know. I'm not promising anything, because if I promise it and it doesn't happen, I'll feel I've let you down. Everyone wants me to auction now with a £40 start. I'm not auctioning off the case. Not right now. I'm not prepared for that. It's got all my receipts in it at the moment, so rather reluctant to let it go, I can imagine. What's that? Do you want to read that?
Oh, you can.
Oh, the A-listers.
Who asked about the case?
Andrea, just let Nick know I feel I'd need 10% commission on the sale of the case for getting it so much attention. You're still banging on about the case.
Laurie's just asking us if we're doing anything else with Stephen's death soon. Yeah, soon we will be.
Yeah,
nothing is set in stone yet.
We need to arrange the game nights we do. Revert from one channel to the other, and we hosted one a couple of weeks back. So we did it on Let's Get Quizzical though, didn't we? Not on this channel. Yes, we did the last one on Let's Get Quizzical. Good point. If you haven't seen it, it's still available to watch over there. I'll message them this evening and see if they can come up with a date.
Yeah.
Do it. Do what? Still on about the case? Hi, Nick. Do you still have the car cleaning kits? No. If you're talking about the Hyundai ones, they all sold. And we actually had a cease and desist thing from the company that made those kits, saying that we didn't have the rights to sell them. Where did we get the stock from? All this stuff. And I was like, I just ignored it. And I thought, if this is a genuine legal thing, you need to send me a letter. So I just carried on, and they kept sending emails, and I sold out. And they stopped sending emails. And it's like, did they really care? I think we had 6 of them or something. And it was like, really? Anyway, no, sold them all. Right, where were we? John, Nick sent you a message on Facebook regarding the EcoPro 2 after your recent video. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get round to it. I saw a couple of people. I think Monzo was saying, have I seen the email? Other people were saying, I've messaged you this and that. It's a tidal wave of messages constantly at the minute. And I'll get back to you when I see it, basically. I shared with some friends recently. I went through Facebook and cleared out my inbox. That was a couple of hours work. Went away and did something. Came back. There was 50 new messages. And as someone pointed out, that was people replying to my reply. Yeah. But it's just never ending. So,
and we're obviously, thank you very much for taking the time out to message us and to ask us questions and that. We just ask for patience because we don't manage to get around to answering all of them all the time.
I struggle with Instagram because I forget people can DM me on Instagram. I go into it and it's like,
see, I'm the opposite to you. Instagram is my first go-to because I'm on there the most.
Yeah.
So
yes, I will look. I will look for it, John.
Emails are probably the thing that comes last in terms of looking at, aren't they?
How often do you get 620 watches on your eBay listings?
Probably never.
I don't know. have we got 620 watches on one of our items? I don't know.
But it's neat.
I think that the most watched item we had was about 5,000 people watching an auction, and that was when we sold that Atari cart off, and we had been promoting it like hell all over the internet, and 5,000 people were watching it, and yeah, that was epic. And then we live streamed us at the end of the auction, and we had, which for us was a huge number at the time, we had 500 plus live viewers watching the auction end. We just sold some
perfume,
some Zoella stuff. That's some stuff that had been sat around for ages. I thought I'll make up a listing and try and clear some of that. It was going to be put away for Christmas, but okay. How are we doing for time?
Oh, I think G-Man Panther says she means however many watches there are on the briefcase.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, we missed a super chat apparently. We've been really trying, and honestly it just didn't even show because we're having to jump up and down on the chat. We miss it.
It jumps itself. This one.
No.
Is that the one? We didn't read that one out before, did we?
No, but
thank you, Closet.
I said some from someone else.
Oh, I'll have a look. Thank you, Closet Geek Reselling UK, for the super chat. How many UK resellers do you both follow? That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest.
I am subscribed to an awful lot of the channels here in the UK, Australia, America. But to be honest, I don't watch many of the videos anymore. I find in the early days of when this community kind of started to build in the UK, I would watch everyone, and it was new and it was exciting. But now I find I can't watch everyone, so I kind of hardly watch anyone at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's
I kind of dip in and out of different channels. I definitely watch Shelley every morning at the moment. And watch Kelly on a Monday.
Yeah.
And I watch Lex's videos. I enjoy watching Lex's videos. She keeps me company when I'm washing up in the evening.
I dip into live streams more, I think, these
and Carla's. We sat and watched Carla decluttering.
We did.
Decluttering the hallway.
We watched Carla clean her hallway. It was quite entertaining.
What's lockdown come to? We're watching our friend decluttering and cleaning her hallway.
Yeah. But I enjoy the live streams and interacting as you guys are. I think that's probably what I enjoy most about the UK reselling scene now, is going live and being able to ask a question and maybe interact with people. So I watch more of those than anything. There's so much content out there now. It's really difficult.
I find that I watch people that I know more. Yeah. I mean, I'm subscribed to a few of the American ones, but the Recycled Life, as I said, absolutely love them and can't get enough. And Laura's just started her own channel, and yeah, Laura's like my, what do you call it, vintage spirit animal.
Okay.
Like everything she picks up I just absolutely love.
Lee Cannell Harvey, hi Nick, I loved your video unpacking the Nerf guns. Good. Fish and chip packaging, yes. Do you get it from Amazon, as I'm running out of newspaper? I can't remember offhand whether that was Amazon or eBay I sourced that from, but it was online. I don't know whether I'd use it again. It was quite expensive for what you get. It was perfect for that sort of lot, I think. But I think for void fill, I prefer something that is thicker, like the brown paper or newspaper. What I used to do when we were boot sailing was we would pick up wallpaper throughout the season, 50p a roll here or there, and that would get me through as void fill. The newspaper's been good, but it is really thin. And normally for newspaper, I would use newspaper, and we would, pick it up from here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, we just pick up free newspapers when we're out and about. Yeah,
or when we round here, paper goes out in a separate box. So when everyone puts all their paper out, quite often I'd just go, well, it's recycling in action, right? I'd pick up all the neighbours' papers. Well, why not, right? So it's perfect.
I suppose at least it's being reused.
Yeah.
It's only going to go in.
They've put it out to be recycled. I'm recycling
in a way, it's saving energy, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. I don't know if we did miss another one. Apologies if we did. That's the only super chat there that I can see. Do you sell any VHS players? Yes. Currently don't have any in stock.
Oh, you follow Curiosity Inc., don't you?
Curiosity Inc. is great. Yeah. I don't follow. That dust has finally got to me from that case.
Said it would.
I don't watch every video, but I find he is so watchable. He's really. It feels like watching a TV show when you watch him.
Water?
No, I'm running out of juice. Oh, I've got a little bit. Curiosity Inc. is cool. I love the series he did when he bought a house that belonged to a woman who was a potter, but she was also a hoarder, and the house was rammed with stuff, like proper hoarder, full on floor to ceiling kind of hoarding. And he bought the whole property and did a series of videos of digging through all the stuff. You've probably seen it if you watch, but many won't. And that's a great series. So yeah, amazing channel. And through his channel, he fundraised enough money to buy a local homeless guy an apartment, which was mind blowing. I love that.
Well, I'm just scanning through just to make sure we haven't missed anything else.
Okay. Oh, we missed a 90s pop quiz. I think Lainey ran it.
Oh.
Yeah, we were doing the Harry Potter marathon thing and then went out for a walk.
Well, we went to go and rescue Bubble Wrap.
Oh, yes. Went on the Bubble Wrap mission. Oh.
Do you want to read that one out?
Okay. Hello, Lauren Francis. Hi, guys. We love your channel. Thank you. We have learned so much from you guys. Question: How do you guys deal with people who want to leave negative feedback on an item that's been described 100% correct? Have a conversation with them, but if they choose to leave negative, there's not much you can do.
No, you can dispute it with eBay, but eBay will most likely say to you,
Yep.
no, it's this buyer's experience.
Yeah, chase it up with eBay if you feel that it's not warranted, or you feel it's incorrect, and have a conversation with eBay. But if it's the buyer's we had one recently actually. If that's the buyer's experience, eBay will uphold it most of the time.
The negative we got was because they bought the wrong filter for their car.
Mm-hmm.
We shipped out the one they bought. They said we'd sent them the wrong thing and wanted to return it. So they'd actually put in, as when they opened the return, they put doesn't fit, I think. So then they would end up having to pay the postage. So anyway, we accepted the return, all fine. And then they messaged, no, they just left a negative and just said, I'm not going to return this. I want a refund, and you sent me the wrong thing. And so I then spoke to eBay and said, we sent them the correct item. They've accidentally bought the wrong filter for their car. We've sent them what they ordered. And they said, well, no, we have, this buyer's experience. But then it was obviously on Messenger, and I got the email from eBay saying it's buyer's experience, and Shirley thinks it's a bot. She thinks that there's no actual person reading these things. They're just sending out like just a generic. Yeah, we're not going to do anything about your negative. It's buyer's experience.
That one really sucked because we'd offered them the refund. Yeah, return it, but you bought the wrong item. We have sent you the item you ordered. The fact that you didn't know which filter you actually needed, that's not our fault, is it? We sent the item they ordered. It didn't fit their car. They needed a different part. Anyway,
and I just wanted to highlight Nanny Pat's comment, but I haven't finished what I was saying. And then the cheek of it, about a week later, he then messaged and said, when am I going to get my refund?
Send the item back and you'll get your refund.
You're absolutely joking, aren't you? You've given us a negative feedback for sending you the correct item, and now you're wanting your refund. So I ignored him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nanny Pat says, love the Recycled Life and watched Selena from way back and followed her. Yeah, she's got her own channel called The Vintage Bombshell. And yeah, followed her journey with her health because she's had breast cancer. I love her partnership with Laura. They just have such a good rapport together. It's just, but definitely Laura's style is more my style. I really like Selena, but she's more sort of more Victorian in her styling, and I like the mid-century stuff, which is Laura.
So. I think their channel, something about their charisma together, and they're just very watchable. Going back to Curiosity Inc. as well, you could see them having a TV show.
Yeah,
it's just some people translate well through the screen, and they're incredibly watchable.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
Have you ever been caught going down the neighbours' bins? No, I don't rifle through neighbours' bins. Just the paper recycling box.
Chris H, that's not your mum, is it?
That could be my mum. My mum's called Chris H. Yes, it's getting hard to find newspaper these days. There's only one paper bank in my area left. Yeah, true. And it's annoying. When I get low on paper and I think, oh, paper recycling tomorrow, I'll go out and grab a load, and then it rains.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like,
that's a pain.
What? And I had to buy some. I mean, what? I'm buying newspaper. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when I used to go to my nan's every Tuesday, and my uncle lived with her, they used to get the Sun newspaper every day. So I used to just come home with bags full of Sun newspaper, didn't I? That you used to use.
And that just about kept us about right a lot of the time. And when I ran out of that, I'd top it up from the neighbours' recycling. But yeah, just your nan and uncle's newspapers were enough most of the time, weren't they? We don't get that anymore. Yeah, it is a good tip. Fish around in other people's recycling. Have you ever, hi Carl, Good evening to you both. Have you ever found a vinyl album signed at a car boot? Have we? I have found signed CDs in the past. Nobody really exciting. I remember finding was it E17 CD we had that was signed?
I don't know.
I think it was. So it wasn't really worth
it does ring a
anything.
bell.
But as a novel item, it's quite interesting. I don't know if we've had any signed vinyl.
No.
You own a signed ABBA vinyl. Oh no, is it an insert?
No, that's like a printed thing. I do have ABBA's autograph though. A real autograph.
Okay, we'll get to the end of the chat and then we'll start wrapping up because we are past 9 o'clock. Way past your bedtime, dear.
Is it? When did this happen?
Okay.
No, I want to go and watch Adam and Gary.
Well, when you say priceless, Pete, do you mean worthless? because if it was a band like that, but I seem to recall it didn't add any value to it, and it had no value before. It might have even been, something like that. Who was it? It's just a single, and it had signatures on. Anyway.
Oh, Louise says just done super chat.
Just done super chat. They're not showing up. They're not showing up. And I was right.
It should come up with a little bubble at the top, and it doesn't.
I did give you a shout out, didn't I, Louise? Yes.
Oh, she just bought the Zoella perfume.
Oh, fantastic. Or Louise bought the books earlier in the week. Oh, fantastic.
Thank you, Louise.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much for that. That will be shipped out tomorrow. Tomorrow's shipping day again. I've got to do 2 more Henrys. They're a pain to ship. They really are.
Okay, so sometimes people are too quick to leave negative feedback without talking to the seller. I got the wrong thing the other day, but spoke to the seller first, and it was resolved.
We had one about a month ago. A seller left negative feedback, and the comment was something like, "Excellent item, excellent service, really happy." And we were like, "Hello, how difficult is it to press the right button once you've written a glowing comment?" So I contacted them and said, "I think you might have pressed the wrong thing. Surely you meant to leave a positive." And eventually they worked out how to take it back and leave positive.
Well, I had already conversed with him on the return that he opened.
This is a different person you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what the comment that was made about talking to the person and the person that left the negative. I had already had a conversation. We're happy to for you to send this back. And then just left a negative saying, "I'm not going to send it back. I want a refund." Carl has bought. Have we sold 2 lots of perfume then?
Oh, 2 lots of Zoella stuff has come in.
Oh yeah, so Carl here has bought one of them and says no rush or panic in sending it out. It will go probably tomorrow.
It'll go tomorrow anyway. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it was interesting that, like I said before, the Zoella stuff was RA we bought probably 3 years ago now, and we bought bulk. We really did buy loads of it, and what was left was sat in here, and it was all going to go in the loft. And I thought, while I've got it in my hand, I'm just going to take some pictures and list it. So that's great to see that moving.
Don says smart packaging are cheap for the paper you use, Nick.
Smart package. Okay, I'll have a look. Not Darren Smart, is it?
Don't know who's in the packaging business.
No,
that's our Josh.
I have a signed Oasis album, but I signed it myself whilst drunk. so did that increase its value then, Carl?
I've got a signed 3T CD.
Oh yeah, 3T, yeah.
Signed at the time.
I've got a signed Erasure plaque on the wall that was sent to us by, was that Tim? Tom.
Tim Tom?
Sorry. Marcia says, we missed the car boot. Yeah. Oh, can you imagine what it's going to be like when car boots are properly back in full flow? There's going to be so much stuff waiting to be sold off, and so many desperate people to buy. Can you imagine the queues when car boot sales are open again? And surely charity shops have built up a massive backlog, or they're going to be inundated when they open.
Yeah.
Because also people are clearing out their houses. We're all going stir crazy and like clearing out. Well, watch Carla's channel. She's been clearing out her kitchen, room by room, and all of this stuff is building up and wanting to be donated or sold off. So it's going to be mad, isn't it?
Peter's got 3 signed Enter Shikari albums.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that negative as well. We had another message, didn't we? Was it yesterday or the day before? Somebody wanted to return something. Oh, no, didn't want to return it. They said they had an issue with something we'd sent. And we said, we're very happy for you to return it, open a return. And they said, no, I don't want to return it. I'm going to leave you negative feedback. And we just left it like that, didn't we? We just didn't even bother answering them. I thought, well, if you're going to be like that.
Yeah. Having a conversation with the buyer about that sort of stuff is ideal, but sometimes you just can't. You can't make people see reason sometimes, can you? We've had several recently where it's, yes, you can have a refund, but return the item. And then like the guy with the filter, he just stuck his heels in and left us negative feedback and didn't return it. And then started saying, where's my money? We're like, return the item, you get your refund. It's how it works.
Yeah. I think because of what's going on at the moment, people are reluctant to return stuff, but they think that because of that, then we're just going to refund without the item. It's like, no, it's not how it works.
No. Right, we're going to leave you all soon. I just want to answer that. Hi, Maz Silver says, hi, Nick and Andrea. Where did you get your super shelving in the Tat Cave? It looks perfect. Right, this is old stuff from the 50s, 60s. A business in Luton, which is only about 10 miles from us, was closing down. It was an old printing firm. And we found him on eBay, I believe it was. Was it an eBay thing? I think it was on eBay. And he was selling off all the fixtures and fittings from this printer's firm. And we bought loads of stuff. And this was at the point when we had closed the gaming shop. We'd been working from home for a year or two. And then we decided to rent a warehouse and office space. And we wanted to fit it out. So we bought, I think it was 10. I sold a couple off when we downsized and came back home. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we must have had like 12 or 14. We had loads.
Hi, Rod.
Hey, Rod. How's he going?
No, he's just arrived.
Oh, he's just arrived. Okay. Yeah, so we got a really good price on them. We did pay a lot because they're industrial, proper Dexian, really nice things. And those ones, that big one over there, is even bigger again. It's like super sturdy stuff. So yeah, and we hired a massive a Luton van to go and pick up some stuff from Luton, which made me laugh. So yeah, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
Okay. Fact: Nick was buying stock when dinosaurs still walked the earth. You trying to say I'm old? Are they trying to say I'm old?
Somebody said earlier that we were looking younger today, so I can only assume that we just look old.
We normally. I don't know how to take that. Okay, right. So thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our little story about courier grief. I will be messaging them tomorrow to complain about the service. And although we understand it's not the seller's issue, I've now got waterlogged bubble wrap that I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, well, hopefully they can get onto the courier and get compensated for it. And,
hopefully,
try and sort it out for us.
Yeah, the courier should be the one that pays the cost for this, because I don't know how it ended up in somebody's front garden 7 miles away.
It's a mystery. But as I said, it brought blessings because we went to a lovely, lovely village and had a very nice walk. And it was the highlight of the last few weeks.
It was the highlight of our week.
So sad.
It broke up the week somehow. It's not often you hear Luton mentioned 3 times in in a
Middle class
middle
life.
class. Are we middle class?
I
Oh,
don't think we are.
oh
middle
wow,
class.
that's amazing.
Middle
We're middle class.
Middle-aged.
That's what he meant. No, we're Jurassic age, apparently. Pleasant Valley says, sorry guys, you're not old. Okay, it's fine. We know you're only messing. Back in this, hi Stu, back in the day, he had some bubble wrap left in a Neanderthal's front garden 7 miles away. Yeah. Okay. Right. So thank you for joining us. Yeah, stay safe. I don't know how long we'll be under lockdown conditions, but we've all got to bear with it for another few weeks at least. And we'll be back next Sunday.
Well, I hope so, God willing.
Yeah. We'll be live on Let's Get Quizzical
tomorrow.
So we'll see you there. Oh.
Thank you, Tom. We haven't had that many issues of Hermes, actually.
No, I know people do moan about Hermes, and lots of people have had horror stories. There was a documentary recently that somebody mentioned in the chat.
It is that guy we like, the comedian guy. I really want to see that on Catch Up, actually.
Which we're going to watch.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I know just as many people who say, I've not had any issues with Hermes as those who have had issues. So
yeah, overall we find them quite good and we use them a lot.
But like I said in my last video, when I shipped out those job lots of Nerf, the difference in price between UPS and Hermes was pence, and I do trust UPS even more than Hermes. So
Joe likes it. Yes, thank you. I'm not good with names.
Joe Lycra. Okay, we're going to leave you there. Right.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evenings and have a good week, everyone.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Take care.
If you fancy quizzing, 8 o'clock on Let's Get Quizzical channel tomorrow night.
Yep. Link for the quiz channels tomorrow. We'll see you there, 8 o'clock. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Awkward pause. Awkward pause.
Awkward waving.